Hello everyone and welcome back, I'm Shadow, and today we are talking about another legendary Pokemon, and that is Dialga. Dialga has two different forms, and looking at stats, it is a pure upgrade to just use the Adamant Crystal, the Origin, so this is what we'll be mainly focusing on. If there is maybe something you can do with it, we'll be mainly focusing on this. So first, Terra, you're probably going to be wanting to do say Ghost or Fairy, because that's just really good, resisting the fighting type moves. And also ground, well, ground becoming neutral, Fairy is just good defensive typing. And overall, what you're mostly wanting to run is just a special attacking set. 150 special attack is amazing. And you could be running, say, like a Draco Meteor, you can run Flash Cannon, should get that, yeah, then you could run, I'm not sure if it gets any setup, let me see, does not appear to, okay, it doesn't get nasty clock. Didn't think so. But you could also run like Earth Power to hit steel types. You could run Flamethrower. You can run Dragon Pulse if you want to. And Power Gem, Overheat. There's also, does it get Body Press? So if it does, it does. So a possible idea you could run is Iron Defense Body Press, which I actually think could be very interesting, especially with how good, it's got a pretty good defense stat already, so if you're on secondary mode, this could be an interesting thing to do. To be honest, I actually think if you want to do something like that, maybe regular Dialga may actually be better. But just off the bat, you probably are most of the time just going to be running very strong attacking moves and say Protect. It's kind of pretty basic, but that's kind of its main thing. It's kind of in a weird spot. It does get Trick Room, but it's too fast to really do it. So most of the time, I feel like you're mostly just going to be doing pretty basic sets, and you're going to try and be quick. Problem is, you don't really outspeed much, so maybe you go for you're probably going for slow and bulky is probably what you are going for, a bit more with the Dialga, so you're probably going to be doing speed creep a bit to outspeed some stuff, then you're investing most into defenses. This is kind of random, but this is something you probably will be seeing, it's a bit more of this. And kind of next, talk about Dialga, regular Dialga. I can actually see Assault Vest being kind of interesting on it, especially because it's just typing in general. It is going to still be doing strong, it's just a bit weaker, and with Assault Vest, you can invest even more and kind of become even more bulky. So I actually think that Assault Vest Dialga may kind of be an interesting pick into the metagame and maybe something to think about. I'm not sure if it's going to become, say, like a meta threat, but I could see it with, say, but with, say, like Body Press for a secondary, then just you're running like your same idea, pretty much same idea, and you've got a pretty good set here. I actually think Assault Vest Dialga could be something that we may be sleeping on, and could actually be something, I don't think Dialga is going to be game-changing, but I could see it maybe getting some interesting off-meta pick. But I'm kind of interested. Anyone else in Dialga can really do anything? I'm kind of thinking like teammates. I'm gonna talk teammates. Really, just anything. You're gonna want Tailwind control. Probably something like a Tornadus or Whimsicott. These are gonna be your two main things. You kind of want the speed control because without it, you're kind of done. Dialga, I feel like it's just going to be kind of just on your pretty basic teams. You're going to see your Insins, your Amoonguses, your Raging Bolts. Threats to it, Groudon and Koraidon. Does not want to deal with either of these. These are two big ones for it. I am misspelling that. These two are going to really deal with it really well and hurt it a lot. Other Pokemon are kind of going to be a rough matchup for it. Calyrex Ice is going to hit it pretty hard. Shadow also doesn't really deal with too well. It can. Well, there's a lot of Pokemon that it just does not want to take. Zamazenta is a huge problem. It can't really hit it unless you're running Earth Power. So Zamazenta is another big problem for it. One of the main problems for Dialga is it just doesn't do anything great. It kind of gets outshined by a lot of things. And overall, just doesn't play too well into a lot of the popular picks in the metagame. Dialga is kind of in a rough spot. I don't think it's the worst. It's definitely better than quite a few. Not going to point names, but there's definitely a few Pokemon that's better than, but it's definitely not the best. Kind of mid-tier, but overall, tell me what you think of Dialga. Do you think it could be good? Overall, thanks so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.